Hi everyone. So today we are going to start a new chapter, a Joan of Arc. Okay, Joan of Arc. So this chapter is written by George Bernard Shaw. Shaw. Okay, Bernard Shaw, and he's from 1856 to 1950. Okay, almost 94 years he lived, and he was an Irish playwright and critic. He was an Irish playwright and a critic, and he wrote more than 60 plays during his lifetime, including the major work. And he wrote more than 60 plays during his lifetime, and including the major works such as Man and Superman. His main work is Man and Superman in 1902, Pygmalion 1912, and in Saint John 1923. And he was the leading dramatist of that time, of his time, and he was awarded a Nobel Prize in Literature in 1925. Okay, and George Bernard was a critic and playwright, and he wrote more than 60 plays, and Man and Superman and Pygmalion and Saint John was one of his best work, and he got the Nobel Prize in his literature. Because of his literature in 1925 he got the Nobel Prize also. Okay, so the war between, so the story is related to this. The war fought between the England and France from 1337 to 1453, almost more than 100 years. Okay, more than 100 years, more than 116 years. The war, the war was happened in England and France. It was more than 100 years at that time, and has to come to be known as 100 Years Wars. The Joan was a peasant's girl born in eastern France. So, okay, Joan is the first character here. She was a farmer girl, and she is living in east of France. Where she is living east of France. Okay, and who led the French army to several victories during these wars. Okay, she is a girl. She is living in she is a farmer daughter, and she led the victories against the war. Okay, she is the first character, Joan, and she is a peasant girl, and she led the several victories against during this war. And this play begins at the time when all the northern France and some of the southwest parts were under foreign control. So this play was taken at that time only, like when the war is going on, when the country was under the control, some kind of northern part and southern part of the France were under the foreign control. The English control some parts, and Burgundians control the others. So the English controls the English power, which means European power, control the some parts of the France, and Burgundians means a military people. Okay, control the others. The city of New Orleans. Okay, there is an area, the city of New Orleans, one of the few remaining French cities were held by English. Okay, the only few city was left, like Orleans city was left, and mostly it was covered, right? And then the year is remaining French cities was held by English. The year is 1429. So in that time the year was 1429, which means middle in this time period. Captain Robert de Baudricourt, okay, Captain the Baudricourt, a military officer, is seated at the table, and his steward stand facing him. So there is another character, the Captain Robert. Okay, Captain Robert and his steward. Steward means lower rank officer, stand facing him. Okay, So let's start. So first of all, you need to understand the situation is lastly. So the the conversation is taken from during that time. Okay, during that time. First of all, first character is a John. John, she is a girl. She is a patient girl. Patient means a farmer. A farmer girl, and she led many victories against the French. Okay, against this war. So there were some English people have captured the France area, some part of north, some part of southwest, and some area were left like city of Orly. So in 1429, in the year 1429, the the conversation starts in the year 1429. The another character, Captain Robert. Captain Robert and his stewards facing him. Captain Robert is sitting and steward facing him. Okay, let's start. So the conversation starts in 1429, right? So Robert. So this story is related to the more conversational way. First is Robert. Robert is sitting and his stupid lower rank officer standing. Okay, I told you, I told you throw the girl out, and you have 50 armed soldier and dozen of strong servant to carry out my order, and are they afraid of her? So Robert is saying that, like, through that girl. Which girl? The John. Okay, which girl they are talking about? The John. They are saying that, like, through this girl out of the girl out, and you have more than 50 soldier, and your 50 soldier is worried about her, like, is your 50 soldier is afraid of her, like, why you are not following my order? Okay, Captain Robert said to steward, and then steward, no sir, we are afraid of you, but she puts courage in us. Okay, then steward is saying, no sir, we are afraid of you, not of her, but she puts courage in us, and she really doesn't seem to be afraid of anything. You could perhaps you perhaps you could threaten her, sir. Like, she is not worrying also, and she is putting a courage on us. Like, we are afraid of you, not of that her, but she is encouraging us, and perhaps she is not looking worried also. And if you could threaten her, sir, you can also threaten her. Okay, then Robert. Robert looks very seriously, and perhaps where is she now? Then Robert is saying to the steward, like, perhaps where is she now? Like, where is she now? So then steward is saying, down the courtyard, sir. Down in the courtyard, sir. Then steward is saying, down in the courtyard. Where? Down in the courtyard. Okay. Then Robert goes to the windows and asks the soldier to send the girl up. Then after that, when the steward said, like, she is in down the courtyard, then Robert goes to the windows and ask the soldier, like, send the girl to us. Okay, send the girl to us. Send the girl up. Then steward. Then the girl enters. The girl, John, she is a well-built, strong and country girl. She is a well-built, strong country girl of 17 to 18 years. And the square, okay, a person of iron. The square neither frightens her nor stops her, and she speaks confidently. Okay. So after that, when the robot asks the soldier, call that girl to come in my office, then she enters very confidently. She is 17 to 18 years old, and she is not frightened her. Then frightened, she talks very confidently, and the hiring officer, the square also called the hiring officer, and she is not frightened with the hiring officer, right? And then the John, okay, then the John is saying, good morning, Captain Square. Good morning, Captain Square. You are to give me you have to give me a horse and armor and some soldier. Send me to Dolphin. Armor means protecting clothing of metal and everything. Okay, send me to the dolphin. Okay, so after that, the Joanna is asking. Joanna said to Robert, "Good morning, sir. You are going to give me. You are going to give me the and armor and the horse and some soldier. And you need to send me the dolphin. Okay, send me to the dolphin. Dolphin is area where it is where some English people are captured that area. Okay, dolphin. So here the John is asking, requesting, give me the soldier and give me the armor to protect, because she wanted to lead the army. And then Robert said, the girl is mad. The girl is mad. Why didn't you tell me so? You blockhead. Then after that, Robert looked at the steward, and the Robert said, the girl is mad. Why you? The girl is mad. The girl is mad. Why you didn't told me? Why you didn't told me? You blockhead. A stupid person, right? Then Stewart said, sir, do not anger her. Give her what she wants. Then after that, Stewart is saying, sir, do not anger her. Do not anger her. Give her what she wants. And what she want? She want a armor, and she want some soldier. Which means the steward is worried about her. So somewhere the steward said, look, her anger, so that's what she is saying. That's why the steward is saying to the Robert, give her what she wants. Do not anger her. Then John said, then after that, Robert said, I shall send you back to your father with orders to put you under lock and key. Then after that, Robert said to John, okay, Robert said to John, I shall send you back to your father with orders to put you under the lock and key. Then after that, Robert said to the girl, I will send you with your father under the lock and key. Then Joanna said, you think you will? Then Joanna said, you think you will square, you are going to do that? You are going to lock me with my father with your order, you think? But it won't happen that way. You said you would not see me, but here I am. Okay, but here I am. But Joanna, she was very confident. She is saying that what you said before, you don't want to look me, but I am here in front of you. Whatever orders you are going to take, it will not work on me. Okay. Then after that, Robert said to her, okay, so you are assuming that I will give you what you want. So after that, Robert said to the girl, okay, you are assuming that, you will get what you want. Okay, what you want. Then after that, John replied, yes, square, continuously, yes, square. So Dauphin, the oldest son of the Queen of France, the one who would become the king after his father. Okay, yes, square. Okay, yes, square. Then continue busily. Okay, yes, square. A horse will cost 16 francs. Okay, the horse will cost 16 francs, and it is a big amount of money. But I can save it on the armor. I don't need beautiful armor. I don't need beautiful armor made to my measure. I can find a soldier armor that will fit me well enough, and I shall not want many soldiers. The Dauphin will give me all I need, a free Orleans. Okay, so she is confidently replying to the square, your captain, your Robert, yes, square, what I'm assuming I will get, and I don't want that much like what I want. I can manage by myself. Okay, I can manage by soldier weapon, soldier armor, and I don't need a armor made to my measure. I can find a soldier armor that will fit me enough, and I shall not want many soldiers. I don't want as many of soldier. I can manage it. When I reach to the dolphin will give me that areas. Okay, the dolphin will give me all I need. Okay, dolphin is a person, is the oldest son of the king of France, the one would be become the king after his father. Okay, so the conversation is going between the Robert and the John. Then after that, Robert was totally shocked to free Orleans. I need to free Orleans. To free Orleans. The Robert was shocked. Like, to free Orleans. Really, you are going to do that? The Robert was shocked that like 17 and 18 years girl is talking about to free the Orleans city. And John simply, yes, square. 3 men will be enough for you to send me with me, and Polly and Jack have promised to come with me. Okay, the Polly and Jack has promised to come with me. Like they are the Polly and Jack and the soldier, and they have already promised to her like they are going to come with me. Then because Robert was totally shocked like how this girl is uh, going to be free the Orleans city because it is captured by some English power. Okay, so that's why so the so that's why the Robert was totally shocked. And the John girl, she is saying that like 3 mil will be enough for me. Enough for me, you can send me. And already the Polly and Jock is accepted, have a promise they will going to come with me. Then Robert, you mean a French word of Mr. Mr. de Polanyi, a French like Monsieur de Polanyi. Okay, Mr. Monsieur means Mr. de Polanyi. You mean Mr. de Polanyi? Polanyi. You are talking about Polly, so it is Polanyi. Yes, square. Jack will come willingly, and he was a very kind gentleman, and gives me money, to give to the poor. I think John Godse will come. And take the archer and their servant, John of Honeygold and the Julian, and there will be no trouble for you. Square, I have arranged it all. You have only give to the order. So the John a girl is saying that already I have arranged, I have managed everyone, but you have to only give me the order. That's it. Because many of people have already ready to come with me, right? Many of people already ready to come with me. You have to just only give me the order. Like many of people like John Godsave, the Dick the Archer, and the Honeygold and the Julian, they are already ready to come with me, but you only have to give me the order. Okay. Then Robert then Robert look at the steward. Is this true about the Mr. de Polanyi? Like is this true? Like this girl is saying that saying right, like Mr. de Polanyi is ready to go with her. Then after that, steward said eagerly, yes sir, about Mr. de Metz too. They both want to go with her. Like yes sir, like they already ready with her to go. Then Robert goes to the window and shout into the courtyard. Then after that, Robert goes into the video. Sorry, goes into the window and shout it very loud. Okay, shout in the courtyard. Send Mr. De Polanyi to me. Send Mr. De Polanyi to me. Will you? He turns to John. Okay, he turns to John and get out and wait in the yard. Then after that, the Robert went to the windows and shouted like send Mr. De Polanyi, which means Polly also. And then the captain turned to the John, go get out and wait in the yard. Okay, so next we are going to learn. So till now we have understood there is a conversation is going between Captain Robert and the steward and the John. Okay, and there is another character is going to come, and that character name is Mr. De Polanyi, Mr. Polly also. Okay, take care. The chapter is